Hello and welcome. Today we have Vijay Kumar with us. Vijay, first of all, congratulations for clearing your UGC NET exam. Not only you appeared for the exam once, but you appeared for it twice. Once in 2018 for the management course, for which you even cleared your JRF. But again in 2019, you again appeared for the paper for the commerce course. Uh, this is such an achievement, Vijay. I would like to know, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, it's a great experience. Actually, when I got the first time JRF in management, before that I have tried without preparing for the human heritage material. I have prepared using some random books available in the market. But when I got JRF, that is the first time that I have chosen for a human heritage material, both the video exams as well as this material. I got both confidence as well as I got narrow to the point for all the topics, because the best part I can say is the material is straightforward to the syllabus. It covers exactly what to read and what to not. The scope is exactly the scope is given. When I was reading using the books available in the outer market, the main problem I have faced is most of the books are very abstract and the scope is not there. There is no limit for the topics. How much to read, what is the extent to which we have to prepare for them. But in human heritage, it is given straight to the point, which is required for the syllabus. That is the best thing I can say. For preparing for commerce, as advantage, I have prepared for the management. I continued the same pattern for the commerce also, but I didn't have much time because I am into research in PhD. So with little time, I focused and I got net in commerce.
Well, Vijay, I would say it's such an achievement in itself, and you knew what you wanted to pursue. But Vijay, there's this one question that I have behind this. What motivated you to appear for the paper? First of all, what was the motivation towards? Did you had a preset goal that you wanted to achieve after you cleared the paper, or was it something a part of your plan? And like, what was the motivation behind appearing for the paper, not only once but twice?
Yeah, first thing is I had only MBA degree. With MBA degree, I tried NET 2 times. I got NET, but I didn't get JRF. JRF was essential for me at that time for the fellowship, especially. So what parallelly I have did is I have enrolled for MCOM course, commerce course, so that if I am not able to get JRF in management, so that I can at least try in commerce. So that is the reason I have enrolled for that course. In second year of commerce course, I applied for the commerce exam and I got NET. And the motivation behind applying for the commerce is, as I have already told you, I have already an MBA degree, and with MBA I got JRF in management. But I thought, why should not I try in commerce? Because with the help of materials, I can go, because that confidence I had. So I tried it and I got it. But as I have said, if I had little more time, I am damn sure I might have got the JRF in commerce also.
Well, Vijay, no doubt you would have cleared the JRF in the commerce course too. Well, again, while we move forward into this, we would like to know a little bit more about you, Vijay, like about you as a person. Where are you from, and little bit about your education status, and a bit about your future aspirations.
Yeah, basically I'm from Andhra Pradesh, from Tirupati. Um, Before joining PhD, I was working as assistant professor in a private affiliated college. Uh, then I started preparing for UGC NET exam without any proper material or guidance. But I used to visit a library for textbooks. It took a lot of time for me to gather if for a single topic I have to go to the complete textbook content, and I have to choose to the topic, and I have to shorten every topic from the big chapter. And the other problem is there are different authors for each textbook. That is again a big issue. But somehow I have managed to go till to clear the NET exam. That is the thing. But when I joined PhD, I am currently pursuing PhD in University of Hyderabad. It is called as Hyderabad Central University in another way. Into my specialized are OB and HR, organizational behavior and HR, human resources. After joining PhD only, I came to know about human peritus because I don't know before what is it and what is all about. With my friends' help, I came to know there is a human peritus and you can buy on material, it can be sent by post, like that I came to know. Then only I prepared for the JRF with the full concentration. Then, to be frank, I didn't go to library after getting that material. That is the first thing. And I am currently in the third year of PhD. My future plans are like after completing PhD, I want to become a good academician in any big business schools. Big in the sense where there will be both the value for my abilities as well as there is a scope for my growth. That is what I am expecting. And out of PhD, I think there is no ending for learning when someone chooses a career like PhD or assistant professor or in any teaching field, because learning happens continuously. So my future aspirations will be to become a professor in management.
Well, we wish you all the very best with all your future endeavors, we would say. Vijay, we would like to ask you one question about the tips and tricks that you followed while preparing for your exam.
Yeah, first tip that I can share is before blindly going into syllabus or before blindly going for the exam, have a preparation plan. Keep some target. I mean, fix a perfect timetable. I mean, fixed timetable for each and every topic, and don't go out of syllabus topics. If you get some materials like human peritus, then you can go straight to the point. If you feel that if you want to learn more about it, then you can go to the textbook, standard textbook. Otherwise, if you don't have time, to be frank, first time when I cleared JRF, this is a interesting thing that I can mention, because I ordered the books, I ordered the material just before exactly 30 days before the exam. But I depended completely on the material. You can assume how it helped me. I did nothing. I just followed. I have read complete the books. I didn't go out of it. But now I can suggest, if you have time like 2 to 3 months, then you finish the material. Then if you feel that there is a need to elaborate learning, then you go to the textbook, refer the same topic elaborately, or you can Google the topic. And the main part is attending the online exam provided by any online platforms like Human Peritus. Attending online exam is very important, that I feel, because for first time who are applying for the exam for the first time, they need it. They must and should do it. Otherwise, for the first time writing people, they will feel that they know all the topics, but while attending the exam, they may get easily confused, because exams like NET are not narrow, because it's very broad. The concepts are broad. The objective questions they have given, for most of the time they give assumptions, statements, premise, like that they will give. There is no direct question and a direct shoot answer. So to understand logic behind the questions and answer, you must and should understand the exam pattern. For that, you need to attend online exams, whichever platform they have.
Again, Vijay, I would say thank you so much for joining me today, and it was great having you with us. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with so many students, and we wish you all the very best for all your future endeavors. Thank you so much for joining in, Vijay.
Thank you so much, Muskan. Thank you.